Yeah. Nigga. Hey, you don't never see a real nigga doing no fuck nigga shit. You see these fuck niggas trying to
We
be real
live,
niggas.
baby, we live. Alright, ready?
Let's do it.
Hey, that's my foot. Alright. YouTube.
You gotta blast them folks. YouTube. Yeah, that was good. That felt like a car dealership. Man. My bad. I messed up your intro.
No, we should leave this one in there.
Alright.
We gonna leave all this footage. We gonna put this on the bloopers at the
I'm
end.
gonna do the intro. What's up, YouTube?
Okay.
It's your boy Cake Boy Bailey
Okay.
and your boy Light.
Yeah.
This is the For the Streets vlog video for YouTube. I'm gonna work on that, but for sure.
You heard the man. It's your boy L-Y-T-E. You know I got the good chef with me, Mr. Cake Boy Alex. What's up, bro?
What's happening?
What's happening?
I'm good.
Yeah.
It's Friday night. We're chilling.
Yeah.
I'm vibing out.
That's a fact. Nah, man, we chilling, man. We gonna hop right into this topic, man. We've shot this episode 3 times now.
What's yeah, we definitely have. What's the topic?
Just clearly can't get this one out. But the topic, man, we had talked about this a couple times. Do you feel like this generation of rappers is bad, or do you feel like it's just a different era of music?
I honestly think that no, they're not bad. I think that the new era rappers. I mean, give me an example of new era, cause we kind of like in the,
so let's go. Let's say like the last like 5 to 6 years. So
that's a big range.
Yeah, no, it is.
Okay.
But I just feel like if you break it down.
So
like
we throwing
5
Uzi
years,
in there, cause he ain't.
Uzi's not new at this point. No, he's not really new at this point.
That's what I'm saying. Like he's not. Okay.
When I think of new, I think of like he is kind of new though. Like not when I think of new, I think of like when
you think like
music,
Trippie Red, you think Playboy Card.
Yeah, I'm talking about like when the music sound kind of started to change. Like when you started to kind of get like that mumble rap sound.
Oh, okay. Well, the new age rappers versus your pop.
Yeah, your Hoes, your Nas,
Oh,
exactly.
okay.
Your Eminem, your 50 Cent, your Lil Wayne.
Now, I am a fan of both sides, honestly. I'm a fan of music, first of all.
Yeah, that's both. So yeah, that's why I want that as conversation.
But the question, to answer your question, no, I don't think that they slow. I mean, you got like maybe 1 or 2 of them that's like just be saying anything just because it's cool or just really rapping for an image. But no, I think like the new age rappers, bro, it's like they're changing with the sound. Like a lot of rappers, right, they're rapping about what they see. And so it's like they, with the time that's moving on, you know what I'm saying, with like what we got going on in the world, you know what I'm saying, and then switching up different flows, different inspirations. Like we've had, I'm thinking big icons like Young Thug, The Weeknd,
right.
You know what I'm saying, like them type of innovators, Future, like they came in and like created a new sound, Migos, like just that's just the name of it.
Yeah.
And it came in like created like this whole new lane of music, bro, like this whole new sound. So I think like that stuff I listen to, I obviously definitely still pay homage and listen to the older music,
right.
You know what I'm saying? The music that was before my time, like when I was a youngster, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, but yeah, what you think?
I think it changed. I don't think it's worse. I just think it's different. One thing I like to give credit that I feel like this new, a lot of the new rappers did, they introduced different sounds that wasn't necessarily rap sounds. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Juice WRLD kind of like mixed like, you know, a little rap with that emo sound, with rock, and you know what I'm saying? And I think, you know, these new rappers are just kind of a little bit more open to the type of sound that they put out in their music.
Yeah,
where you know, my era, you know what I'm saying, was more, you know, more bar heavy. You know, I'm from up north, and I think, like I said, the area of which you grow up in also kind of dictates the type of music that you like in a way. So, like, you know, you're from down south where, you know, melody, beats, stuff like that is a little bit more prevalent. Where I grew up in Philly, where we were listening, like I said, the Hove, Nas, Beanie Siegel, Jadakiss, that whole Dipset was huge, Rough Riders was huge, DMX, like, you know what I'm saying? And then, but for me, because I love music, and shout out to my boy DJ D-Rock, my best friend has been a DJ since we were like 12. So my music catalog is huge. So, I also grew up, obviously everyone knows, my first favorite rapper of all time was Soulja Slim. My favorite rapper of all time is Lil Wayne, both from the South, both from New Orleans. And then I loved, 3 6 Mafia. Me and you just had a whole 3 6 Mafia listening party coming home one day. And 8 Ball and MJG and DSGB, Pastor Troy, and you know what I'm saying?
You was like heavy in the
whole just that, even Texas, Paul Wall, Millionaire, Slim Thug, just David Banner, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just dope down south. And that's just, like I said, the name of field. Like, there was good down south music. And so my music variety was pretty broad. But I just think it's a different sound now than it was then. I don't think it's necessarily worse. I just think it's a different wave. Like you said, it's just not.
And it's like you said, like, it's definitely more, like, you can tell it's definitely more beat heavy, because, like, I think now it's kind of more geared towards the audience, and it's geared towards, like, energy. Like, people want to think like they can play in the club. We still go for, like, the chill music. You still have people who appreciate, like, the Afro, neo soul, just kind of, different type of genre music and stuff like that. But I think, like, with time and the way the world moves, like, music never is going to stay the same.
No,
I think it's always going to evolve.
I mean, music, look at rap music. If we kind of put it into a certain time period, but look, if you went back another 10 years from that era, and you had the Heavy D's and the Big L's and the LL Cool J's, and you know what I'm saying, like that style of music was different than what you got from, like, a Nas or a Biggie or a Pac or a Hove, just like, and then it kind of switched again. Like, Wayne kind of took the ball, ran with it for a long while, like, you know what I'm saying, and then kind of passed that torch on to, like, somebody like Drake, you know what I'm saying, and then, like you said, you kind of get into this era now with, with these new rappers, and it's just different. What do you say to the people, though, that say that, like, there's no content in the music?
I knew you were gonna say that. I mean, I think that's a little closed-minded to music, because that's like saying an art piece, $1 million art piece or something like that. Whatever. That's like saying an art piece, like, has no content. Like, I mean, I think every artist in their own.
Like, do you think that the music that's coming out now, like, okay, like, there's certain albums that are timeless, right? Yeah. That you can just go back and listen to at any time. Right. I could go be like, we're talking all music. It's just rap music. Carter 2, Reasonable Doubt, Blueprint, Illmatic, Get Rich or Die Trying, Marshall Mathers LP. Like, this is just the name of Slim Few. Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, these are just albums that, like,
shout out to Lauryn Hill, the first diamond artist, the first diamond woman artist.
Lauryn Hill, the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill is in my top 5 of CDs of all time. And it's a shame that she really only ever had the one album, because Lauryn Hill was super dope. But these are albums that I feel like, whether you're a fan of these people or not, like, when people say these certain albums, right? Like, I don't know how much Nas you grew up listening to.
Not so much. I mean, there was like a couple songs, like the obviously y'all gonna say I'm not a fan.
And that's cool. That's cool.
But what was? Hold on, wait, no, because I know it's. Hold on.
What CD was on? Was it like If I Were the World?
I'm thinking that was one, and I'm thinking of another one where he had the video to it, and the beat was hard. I can't remember the name of it, but yeah, I'm a Nas fan.
You Can Hate Me Now. But I won't.
That was the one with Diddy and them, huh?
Yeah. Nah, wasn't that?
It wasn't that one.
Was it I know I can be what I wanna be?
Didn't he do that?
Nah, oh yeah, Uchi Wally.
Yeah, that was the one.
But
that was my shit.
to say, I say that to say though, okay, so you're not the biggest Nas fan, that wasn't the point of this. The point of this was to say, you not being a big Nas fan, you know music well enough to know that Illmatic it's like one of those albums, right? Or one of those albums that people regard to be one of those albums that are just a timeless classic album, right?
Yeah.
So, do you feel like the rappers that are coming out now are gonna have that catalog where in, let's say, 20 years, we're like, damn, I'm just gonna use Uzi because we said his name. Uzi got a timeless classic album 20 years later, or do you feel like that's not the case?
Yeah, I think we have to wait 20 years.
Yeah, I mean, you can't know until you know.
Yeah, I think we have to kind of wait to know because, I mean, I have a lot of my favorite songs from Uzi, honestly, weren't even on albums. Like, they were like mixtapes or just stuff that he put on SoundCloud and stuff like that.
Or like, let's not even say like him. Like, all right, you're a little bit more intact with the new artists that are out right now, right? So right now, like I know like Rod Wave,
Shiesty been rocking, going crazy. Dirk been going crazy.
Yeah, Dirk chose Dirk. Dirk is one of the people that I actually do keep tapped in with. But with this wave of artists, right? Like, who's the artist that okay, let me ask you that. Who's the artist that you see that's out right now that you think in like 10 years you could go back and listen to that album?
$10 years?
Yeah. Like, who got something out right now that you're like, you know what? Like, what's your favorite album?
Oh, okay, I'll give you one. Birds in the Trap, Sing McKnight, Travis Scott.
Okay.
That album,
Travis Scott is hard.
got so many
I can see
bangers on it, bro.
I can say just because of the artist that Travis Scott is. Like, he just makes good music.
That was like, cause I was following Travis, and people know, like, I was following Travis for like a minute, like from Al Farrow, like when I first saw him on like BET Jam, and like one of the reasons why, bro, I rock with Travis, right? He stayed true to his sound, making his sound hard, and yeah, bro, that album to me was like he coming in the game like I'm about to mess this up for real, like when I listen to that album, bro, it's crazy. It's crazy. Like Mike Dean, I think, worked on that album. He put his big toe in that.
Do you feel like, okay, from an R&B standpoint, and that music is good? Like we always kind of focus on hip hop and stuff. Do you feel like R&B is as strong as it was with,
You know who had the last best R&B album that I heard? K-Camp. That Kiss 5 album or whatever.
Yeah, I was trying to go to the track list in my head real quick, but that was good.
He rocked that, bro.
Nah, there's people that I love Black.
Yeah. No, can't forget Black. Can't forget Black.
The Weeknd,
for sure.
Some of his newer stuff, not so much, but like Balloons, and all that, like
like Toronto.
Like the when Weeknd had like his sound that wasn't trying to sound like everybody else.
Thank you. There's nothing wrong with what he's doing right now.
No.
Definitely crossed over. That album he did with Metro was actually pretty dope.
No, I get it. Music, as much as music is a purity in the art, it's also a business at this point. And there are things that are going to come out from your favorite artist that you have to understand is business moves. And his sound now is more appealing to the masses than when he first came out. That's a fact. Cool with that. Get your bread. But that don't mean I gotta like your music as much.
I miss that Love in the Crew, boy.
That don't mean
I miss that Weeknd.
Yeah. That don't mean I gotta like the stuff as much as I did previously. But do you feel like R&B is in a good spot right now?
Yeah, I say it's in a pretty decent spot. I think people are starting to, because at one point in time, I think R&B did kind of like was trying to find its way. It was really trying to find its way into the new age. You feel me? And I only say that because you really didn't have, like, when's the last time Trey Songz dropped out?
Yeah, nah. You had that spot, like, Trey kind of died out. Chris Brown kind of chilled out a little bit.
He dropped that one album with like 100 songs or something on there, and like you ain't heard nothing since. That was 100 songs. So
Yeah, he gave you enough music for the last 10 years.
Yeah, he gave you enough for like a good 10, 20 years.
Do you feel like that's a good topic, real quick? A little sidebar comment. Artists have done it a lot recently because of streaming, right? That they drop these projects that have,
like the deluxes.
Yeah, or just have multiple songs on there because it's stream revenue. If you get an album to stream more, obviously your stream revenue goes up, and the more songs you have on the thing, the better chance you have of it being streamed. Do you feel like that's a good thing for music, or do you think that people are putting out some garbage on some of these albums just to fill the album out?
Yeah, I feel like one thing that I can definitely say from like what I've seen is like being in some of these rooms and stuff, like these albums are like getting less and less and less curated by like the artists. It's like you got a bunch of people in the room. And either, I don't know if it's maybe the artist be insecure about what's going on, or if the people around him, majority is like overriding his decisions for most of the stuff, you know what I'm saying? So, or his or her, whatever it may be. So, but, yeah, to answer your question, bro, I think that the album, I think they are, some of them is putting some fluff on there. I miss the albums you could just play,
Let it run. What's the last album you feel like you could do that with?
Birds in the Trap.
Okay.
Birds in the Trap, bro. Yeah. Like, that's the last album. Even it's some songs on there that I just don't like that much, I'm still gonna let it ride, bro, because it's like,
yeah, there's albums I could do that with now. Nobody mainstream in my personal catalog. Like, the last person I could let an album run like that was probably 27725. Where I just like, yeah, there's not a bad song to me on the album. You know what I'm saying? But like, it's crazy because, you know, to touch on the topic of old versus new, I definitely felt like in the day that there's this, like I said, I could go down the list. I just did a Carter 2, Carter 3, Get Rich or Die Trying, the Marshmallows LP, Reasonable Doubt, Blueprint. Yeah, I mean, I'm missing them probably a million. You know what I'm saying? Drake's Take Care. Where do you consider Drake? Kind of in the middle?
The middle as far as like what?
Yeah, like old school, new school, like what era?
I mean, I think he's.
Or is he like the Ross era?
Yeah, he's like the last
Ross,
to come out.
Chainz, Future.
Yeah, he's like the last to come out of that that one little era. Yeah, for sure. Cause shortly after Wayne, like, I ain't gonna say stopped doing music, but he kind of like chilled out a little bit. It's like immediately when he just
Drake picked the torch up. That was by design for Wayne.
Absolutely.
As a person who booked, you know, who was managing a label at the time as well as being an artist, like it seemed like he kind of got Nicki and Drake in a position to take off, and when he did, he took a step back.
Cause I mean, what else do you? You got to like.
There's nothing else for Wayne to accomplish.
It's nothing else.
I said, I say this on every episode. I'm gonna do a Wayne Appreciation Week. I swear I'm gonna drop 7 episodes all week, and it's gonna be detailed.
7 episodes, bro.
7, bro. 7, all 7, bro. And I'm gonna just break down from true story to whatever his last be at, bro. I'm telling you, he deserves it. He the GOAT. He the GOAT. In my eyes, he's the GOAT.
I mean, he's definitely GOAT status for sure.
Like I will argue. I want someone to come on this show, right? Okay, you know how they do the verses, right?
Who would you do a Wayne? Who would do a Wayne verse?
Nobody. There's nobody. Drake's career hasn't gone long enough, and the only other person that someone could give me that may be able to make an argument to me is Jay-Z. That's it.
Wayne would win that though.
He would smoke him. Because Wayne has double the music, and that's not a shot at Hov. Hov just doesn't drop enough.
And more people, for sure,
if we can include mixtapes, the only way that someone can be Wayne on the verses to me is if you limit the verses to a certain amount of songs.
But there's gotta be somebody who could do.
Like if you say you could do 20 songs or 20 songs, he might be able to be beat.
Who was?
But if you say just run your catalog until someone runs out of good music, Wayne's gonna smoke whoever. His mixtape catalog, I would bury someone in his mixtape catalog before I even got to his album. Like, it's not fair, bro. It's not fair. Like, this mixtape Weezy alone his
Mixtape
catalog is
Weezy was going
ridiculous.
crazy.
Yeah,
Mixtape.
we're not gonna turn this into a Wayne zone, man.
Yeah, he was going crazy.
Because like I said, I'm gonna give y'all that. I'm gonna give you 7 days of Wayne, and this has nothing to do with the fact that what he thinks about outside of music. Let me make that clear. Because Wayne be on some other shit sometimes, his views and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, not with that. But musically, he's a goat. He's a goat. But with that being said, so we don't think music is worse. We just think it's different.
We just think it's different, bro.
And we think it's gonna continue to evolve. What do you think are like some of the next steps for people like musically? Like where do you see music going?
No, they
where do you see hip hop?
Well, they done already hit UK up for the beat sound type. What's going on?
The drill,
yeah, they done already hit up UK. So I mean,
it's crazy. YouTube puts you in the rabbit hole.
I think they going to Korea, bro.
Yeah.
K-pop, I mean K-rap.
Yeah. YouTube puts you in the rabbit hole sometimes. So I don't know how I wound up, but the other night at like 1 o'clock in the morning, I was watching the 10 hardest UK drill rap verses of all time. So I got on this, and I was watching like Killian, and just a couple other people from out there, man. It's crazy because it's like you're right, like that the beat style really came from there. Like Pop Smoke, like really like ran with that whole UK.
He really did something like that.
No, he did.
I ain't gonna lie. How innovative is that, bro? That you was like, I'm gonna take a UK beat and just rap on it like I would regularly rap.
Yeah.
And just go
crazy on it. He had his style to himself, man. Rest in peace to him. Yeah, he definitely had style to his own.
How innovative, bro. That's you know what I'm saying? Like that's how innovative music is gonna be. Like, who's the next person who's just gonna take some random sound, not random, but out of the box, you know what I'm saying? Like completely left field, and just make something over.
Nah, the thing that I don't think people understand is like when you come with a sound that people haven't heard, it resonates so hard. Like, I listen to a lot of battle rap, and in battle rap you have your kind of the same thing as regular music. You have your eras of someone, and then you have that one person that stands out, and everyone kind of runs with that style for a while. And then like that's how battle rap had got for a while. And then shout out to New Jersey Twerk. When Twerk came out, he kind of stole Prince Mafia style a little bit, but he really made it his own. And it was just different. And it was like, and this is a breath of fresh air. And I think that's what like Pop Smoke had did for the industry at that time. Like he kind of gave you like a breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
Like, this don't sound like no one else sounds. And I think that was dope for music. But yeah, man. Closing, man. Leave your comments below. Like, comment, subscribe. You want to shout your IG?
Yeah, man. Shout out. Follow me on all social medias. Cakeboy Bally, CAKEBOY BALLY.
And mine is Light from 823. That's LYTEFRM 823. Like, comment, subscribe. Leave your comments below. Tell us what your favorite artist. Do you think music is good, bad? Has it just changed? Like, what do you feel like music is going and where it's going? And,
What's
yeah, that's it, man.